The pregame fireworks are compliments of International Fireworks. International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Fightin Phil.
We are ready to rock and roll here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Game 1 is getting underway here. Your Reading Fightin Phils against the Harrisburg Senators. A big contest across Pennsylvania. The Nationals affiliate versus the Phillies affiliate. The Senators sit at 5-4 on the season. Your Fightin Phils 3-6, but a lot of potential in both of these teams, and I think this is going to be a great series extending today through Sunday. Know it's a little bit cold, so if you're not able to be here at the game, appreciate you joining me on the air as we get ready to get underway here. Please feel free to chat me up in the comments section if everything sounds good, and let me know where you're listening from. I am Emily Messina, the radio broadcaster for the Fightin Phils. As we sit down, it is Jack Perkins, the righty starter, who will be on the mound for the Fightin Phils. Backing him up in the outfield will be Hunter Marquardt in left, Madison Stokes in center, and Jalen Ortiz in right. From left to right in the infield, it'll be Rijo, Guzman, Vicuña, and Akami. And back behind the plate will be Logan O'Hoppe. The typical defensive stature for the Fightin Phils, 46 degrees out here right now. We've got 20-mile-an-hour winds that are pushing left to right in that pool area. If you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. I predict a lot of long balls out to right today, especially with this lefty-heavy Harrisburg lineup. So let's go through the order. Leading off, Rudy Martin, followed by Jake Alou, Mitch Longo, and Taylor Bucci, who is the cleanup hitter. KJ Harrison, Jackson Clough, Justin Connell in that number 7 spot, then Jacob Rhinesmith and Jackson Flores rounding out the order for the Harrisburg Senators. So stepping in here is Rudy Martin to lead us off. Jack Perkins on the first base side of the rubber. With the wind howling, he kicks and fires home outside. First pitch coming in at 6:48. Little technical difficulties today, so just trying to get that settled here as time is called by Rudy Martin. The count 2-2 here. Pitch clock rules in effect this entire series. A called strike 3 as Jack Perkins rings up the first batter that he sees. There is one out here.
Tonight's charity is Habitat for Humanity. The third baseman, number 5.
Heading up to the dish is Jake Alou. Fouls the first pitch he sees into his right shin, limping out of the righty batter's box. The home plate umpire, Kelvis Velez, is going to give him a little extra time to walk it off here. That's one of those unspoken rules that the umpires do, which I like, is when something like this happens, they'll dust off the plate, they'll walk the ball out to the mound. As Alou steps in the righty batter's box. So Kelvis Velez, the home plate umpire. Sean Cassidy is out at third, and Sean Cassidy's at first, and Roger Wolf is at third. Line drive into right. It's going to drop fair. Chasing all the way to the wall is Ortiz. He picks it up, fires it in, and forces Alou to stop at second. He wanted third, but he's got to hold up.
The designated hitter, number 6, Mitch Longo.
Here's Mitch Longo with a runner in scoring position and one out early on. Perkins has had one start this season, 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 5 runs in an R-Phil's loss to Akron. Another lefty bat for Harrisburg. They will be taking advantage of the wind all night long. And the righty deals downstairs. The light's already on here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The sun obviously not set, but lots of clouds in the sky today, so just making sure the fielders have a good vantage point. Popped up, it's going to come into the stands, and it bounces right in front of me. There's a good race for a souvenir. And one fan will go home happy so far. Outside, 3 balls, 1 strike here for Perkins. Jonathan Guzman doing a good job of holding Alou on. He's stolen 1 base so far this season. Longo batting .250. And there's ball 4. So that will walk Longo down to first, but set the Fightins up for the double play here.
The catcher, number 17, Taylor Gushu.
Here's Taylor Gushu. He's had just 1 RBI on the season. The Harrisburg Senators, they just came from visiting, or they just came from home, where the Portland Sea Dogs were visiting them. They started the road at Altoona, so spent quite a bit of time in Pennsylvania this first month. They have back-to-back really close wins against the Sea Dogs, where they used the long ball to walk it off on Sundays. Big 2-1 win, and they won on Saturday 1-0 as well. This is popped up, should stay in the field this time. The third baseman, Riho, coming to make the underhanded catch, and it pops out of his glove, so it'll just go in as a strike here. And the count 1-1. Honestly, good crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium despite the cold. We love our fans here in Reading, Pennsylvania for coming out when it is just 46 degrees here, supporting the team no matter what. Should get warmer throughout the week. The weekend slated for really good weather 60s and 70s as Perkins gets a foul ball out of Gushu, and there is strike 2. One out here, top of the first, no score at FirstEnergy Stadium. Alou on second, Longo on first. Perkins looks back now, he's gonna come home. A line drive that's gonna drop in right. This will definitely score a run, as coming around is Alou. A stand-up double here for Gushu, and a run scored as Harrisburg takes an early 1-0 lead.
Number 22, KJ Harrison.
Here's KJ Harrison, the team's best hitter right now, batting .333 with 7 RBIs early on this season. Is a righty in the left-heavy lineup as the sun peeks through the clouds here. Shadows on the field. Out to left goes Harrison. Backing up is Marquardt. He makes the grab and he throws it in quickly, but not enough time as Longo tags and scores. Harrisburg up 2-0 here, and Reading finally gets out number 2 on the board.
The shortstop, number 2, Jackson.
Sac fly for Harrison as he hands the bat off to Jackson Clough. Clough under the Mendoza line, batting just .111 here. Up high goes Perkins, ball number 1. Last summer, Perkins did spend some time here in Reading, also in Jersey Shore and Lehigh Valley, for a combined 4.74 ERA in 23 games. Pitched 100 2/3 innings, one of the longer starters for the Phillies system. Not a lot of players getting over 100 innings of work. A line drive out to right, but this ropes into the stands, and that's good enough for strike 2 here to Clough. Wind gusting a lot today, so right now it's settling down a little bit. Still out to right field, but we'll see it pick up throughout the night, especially as the sun sets. And another foul ball by Clough into the stands. He'll keep his 1-2 count. The Fightins, of course, managed by Sean Williams, and the Senators managed by Trip Keister in his second season. Another foul ball right in front of a big group eating their hot dogs. Usually the guy walking around with popcorns or pretzels. Today he's walking around with hot chocolate in the stands. Coming set at the waist is Perkins, runner on second, 2 outs. Popped up, Akami chasing. And he tracks it all the way in front of the Savage 61 dugout suite. That is a huge out by Josh Akami at first. So that'll do it here in the top of the first. 2-run score off the bat of Harrisburg with 2 hits. They strand a runner on. Reading has some work to do going into the bottom of the first. We'll be back in just a moment. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Back here in the bottom of the first, Reading trails early 2-0 here, but it's their turn to bat against the starter Evan Lee, who's only pitched 2 1/3 innings of work here. 3.86 ERA. He's given up 1 hit and 1 earned run. As Wendell Rijo is the leadoff batter today for the first time this season. Obviously well earned that spot with 7 hits and 6 RBIs in the season. A couple guys have 7 hits. Rijo has definitely been your go-to getting on base clutch hitter, especially after he walked it off against Somerset back in FirstEnergy Stadium with a 2-run shot in Reading's first series. Shadows across the field with the sun peeking through the clouds. 3 balls, no strikes here from Evan Lee, the lefty. It'll be Rijo, Ohapi, Ortiz, Akami staying in that cleanup role. Stokes 5th, Frisha, Guzman, Vicuña, and Marquardt in that number 9 spot. On 4 pitches, Wendell Rijo will head down to first with a walk, and Reading has the tying run coming up to the plate already here as Logan O'Hoppe steps up. Backing up Evan Lee today is Rhinestone in left, Rudy Martin in center, and Justin Connell in right. Over at the hot corner, Jake Alou, then Clough and Flores, the middle infielders, and KJ Harrison over at first. Gusho behind the plate, the catcher tonight, as Logan O'Hoppe takes the first strike here from Lee. O'Hoppe looking to get something started in this series, says he settled in that series against Akron as Rijo is going. This is popped up, and Rijo is going to have to race back. And it drops, so now he's going to have to go back to second. Poor Wendell Rijo had no choice there. It looked like it was going to be caught. It got held up in the wind. It dropped between 3 racing outfielders. And that ends up going in as a fielder's choice and a force out. 9-6 if you're keeping track with me in your books. And so unfortunately Reading loses the leading runner there, but honestly nothing Rijo could have done. It seemed like he had to go back and tag up. Instead it dropped in, and O'Hoppe needed a first base. So with a runner on first and 1 out, here is Jalen Ortiz, who fouls back the first pitch he sees. Ortiz leads the team with 3 home runs right now. Had 2 in the same game against Akron and 1 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Lee taking his time, he kicks inside to Ortiz. So it's 18 seconds in between pitches with runners on, 14 seconds if there's nobody on. 30 seconds between batters, and I believe 2:15 between innings. So runner going, the throw is off the line, and O'Hoppe slides in. So he gets himself into scoring position. With his second stolen base of the season, Reading it down 2 runs here, bottom of the first. O'Hoppe takes a lead off of second, being held on by Flores. Really big leg kick out of Ortiz, and he is way behind. Lee sets up, he bends over, then he straightens his body, looks back at second. He kicks high with his right leg, ground ball left side, charging Clough over to first. And there is 2 while O'Hoppe remains on second. And here is Josh Akami, the lefty batter, looking to do some damage. Really picked it up in the last few games against Akron. He got the only hit for the Fightins on the first game of the doubleheader on Saturday, and the team would have been no hit if he didn't drop a ball into center field as he takes the first pitch strike, and then had 2 hits in the second game, so a 3-hit day for Akami, talking about how difficult it is to be a hitter in this weather with, swinging the bat honestly stings. And so they have heaters in the dugout. They have big propane tanks they're attached to run throughout the entire game with the weather like this. He says, I just sit close. I keep my body warm. I try to make sure I stay warm the entire time. And being at first, he gets a lot more action than some of the other guys, and he thinks that helps him stay into the game. And I'm sure that's something that's going to be difficult for Vito Frisha today as the designated hitter. I mean, there's so much time between every at-bat. It could be an hour between each of his at-bats, and he's got to stay warm and ready to go. As Akami takes a ball outside, the count evens 2-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Reading has a runner on second, down by 2. Looking to get even early on. Lee. Kicks and fires, and it's just below the knees of Akami. The count is now full. Akami leading the team in batting average with 250. He walks quite a bit. Very consistent and patient at the plate. Here's the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll do it as off speed gets Akami. Reading strands a runner, and they trail by 2 going into the top of the second. We'll be right back in just a minute.
The Reading Fightin Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkescommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
307. The High Puppy Racers. Schuylkill Valley Girls Swim Team. Pelicans. Clingers. And happy birthday to our Phil's pitcher, Matt Seelinger.
Well, a big happy birthday to our Phil's pitcher, Matt Seelinger. He turns 27 today. Sitting out in the bullpen. We'll see if we get to see him in today's contest as Jack Perkins returns for another inning of work. Reading down 2 runs. They'll try to keep it that way as Justin Connell comes up for the first time today. Perkins pitches at the knees for a called strike. Reading coming off 2 days of rest. They did practice last night at the ballpark. It was raining. The tarp was on the field, so they were limited to the weight room and the cages as Connell strikes out swinging. So there's one away here for Perkins, his second strikeout, as Jacob Ryan-Smith heads to the dish. So they head off Sunday with the doubleheader on Saturday. Akron getting the day off for Easter, and then of course Monday the universal off days in the Eastern League as the righty faces the lefty here. First pitch upstairs. That's the last time that Reading will have back-to-back days off until July with the All-Star break. No actual All-Star game here in the Eastern League, but the big clubs will have it, and of course the futures game for a lot of these prospects to head out to. 3-0 here to Ryan-Smith, just batting 100, and he takes ball 4. So the Senators will have a base runner as Ryan-Smith heads down to first. Perkins, a big ground ball guy, so this could put him in a good spot to turn a double play. Reading has only turned 2 so far this season and only 1 traditional ground ball double play. Instead, this ball flies out to right field, tracking back Ortiz. He makes the catch at the wall, and Ryan-Smith stays at first. So that'll do it for out number 2 as we go back to the top of the Senators' order with Rudy Martin. Martin came over from the Royals system, spent last year in Double-A Northwest Arkansas and AAA Omaha. And then the Nationals organization signed him as a free agent in January. So pretty new to the team. The Nationals signing quite a number of players. And a long foul ball out to right. Just misses the foul pole by the pool. And very slowly walking back to the plate is Rudy Martin here. He does have one home run on the season. Actually came up clutch in a game with the Naturals. He had a go-ahead grand slam in the 8th inning of their home opener, which is probably very exciting. So Perkins will get another opportunity. He comes home to Martin, who slices this one foul. Right by our head of security, Al Edlund. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, and Perkins misses upstairs. Jacob Rhinesmith still hanging out over at first base. The wind picking up once again. Perkins looks down at the dirt, now up. Here's the 1-2. Outside, the count evens 2 apiece. It is crystal clear out today. Absolutely beautiful if you're sitting inside looking out. Mountains in the background of America's classic ballpark, some puffy clouds in the sky. This is sent into right. Ortiz trying to follow it with the wind. He makes the catch. So back-to-back outs by the right fielder. Leaves a runner on first here in the top of the 2nd. And we are going to take a quick break heading into the bottom half. Reading's turn to bat, down by 2.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Have a nice round of applause for the Berks Packy Crazy Hot Dog Vendor. Now batting to the Fightin' Phils, the center fielder number 15, Madison Stokes.
Well, of course, had to do my hot dog duties between the 2nd. One didn't make it up to the press box today, so we'll always try again tomorrow as Madison Stokes heads up down by 2 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Stokes takes a ball and a strike out of Lee. Lee on the 40-man roster for the Nationals as Stokes ices this one up the third baseline foul. Was originally drafted in the 15th round back in 2018. Stokes sends this one foul once more. Began his professional career as a reliever, but actually converted to a starter in 2021, a two-way player at the University of Arkansas. Played in the outfield there as well as Stokes takes a ball inside. The count evens 2 apiece. Here's the pitch. It hit Stokes in the feet. And he is going to take first on ball 4 as he scurries to get out of the way. Actually, he's going to say it hit him in the foot. Sean Williams is going to come out to argue Vito Friscia was literally up at the plate waiting to go. And the umpires are going to converge here to discuss if he got hit by the pitch or not. And he is going to be awarded first base, which I think we all saw coming. So he'll take first on hit by a pitch. Now Reading got their first runner on in the first with a walk, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. So we'll see if they can get this free base runner around the horn here. As Stokes shuffles off first. No stolen bases yet this season, but definitely a guy who can take some as Friscia swings and misses. He's had 1 hit on the season. That was in opening day. The only player to get a hit for Reading on that night. Since then, he hasn't been able to lay one down. Has gotten on a couple of walks as he takes a second pitch strike at the knees. Madison Stokes gets some inside info from first base coach Michael Jones, who I'm told's family is here this week as Stokes goes. He is well to second, but unfortunately it is fouled off by Friscia, and he's going to have to go back, I guess, going for the hit and run. But, I mean, Stokes really took advantage there of this long pause by Lee. And a lefty can see first base very well, so now, of course, Lee knows that it's coming. I wouldn't be surprised if Stokes tried again as well. And Friscia strikes out swinging, so out number 1 here in the second as Jonathan Guzman heads to the dish. Team leader with 7 hits. Also filling out the stat categories: 1 double, 1 triple, 1 home run, 4 RBIs and a stolen base, as he heads up. Lee turns his body and his head towards first. Stokes looking a little twitchy over there as this pitch is in the dirt. Good block out of Gushu. Lee puts the baseball behind his back as he gets his grip. Then he comes set. Now he has his head down into his glove almost, and that's what Stokes has been trying to take advantage of. This might drop fair, but it's just foul up the right field line. A blooper that's caught by the wind, and Guzman will have to go back. He was on a 5-game hitting streak until that was snapped in game 1 of the doubleheader on Saturday. A couple of guys snapped their streaks, Ortiz and Wendell Rijo as well. Lee looks at Stokes. Stokes going. Here's the pitch. Guzman out to right center. Stokes is going to have to see if this is going to be caught, and it is, so he'll jog back. That's the second time Reading has tried to take a base and been caught on the pop-up in the outfield. And so Stokes has to stay on first here with 2 outs. It's Kevin Vicuña. Phillies don't start until 8:40 today. Lehigh Valley just getting their start against Rochester. Jersey Shore leading Asheville 5-1. As the first pitch strike comes into Kevin Vicuña. Stokes with 2 outs is going on contact. Lee's going to go back to first, so he'll have to make sure he's back as well. Reading down by 2 here, bottom of the second. 2 outs on the board, but Reading's got a runner on. Vicuña up at the plate. Ground ball, it's going to get through into the outfield. Stokes rounding second. He's going to come to third. Here's the throw. It's not in time. And being tagged out at first is Vicuña. He tried to go to second, thought better of it, slid back in, so he'll get a base hit, but then he'll get tagged out 6-3 at first. And Reading had something brewing, but it comes to an end here in the bottom of the second. They strand a runner on, still down by 2. Top of the third, here we go at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Here's Jake Alou to lead us off in the top of the third. A first pitch strike out of Perkins, and he backs it up with a swinging strike. Ground ball right to Akami. He's going to toss it over to Jack, who steps on the bag. And there is a quick one. Perkins up to 40 pitches with that out there as Mitch Longo heads up. Ever since the first, it looks like he's really settled in and has been moving pretty quickly through these Senator batters. Obviously has to watch out with the wind pushing left. Fly ball in shallow center and is going to drop in front of Stokes for a base hit. Guzman went back for it as well, but nothing either of them could do. It just fell in a very awkward spot. So with one away and one on, here is Taylor Gushu. Smoked this out to right field, and it is fair. A 2-run home run for Taylor Gushu. As everybody turns and watches in silence, that is still carrying into right field. Senators up 4-0 big off of the home run by Gushu. We were all waiting for a lefty batter to get a hold of it. We knew it was coming. We just didn't know who was going to get to it first. And the Senators do. They lead 4-0 here with one out for KJ Harrison. Foul ball. Puts Harrison down 0-2 here. Sacrifice fly in the first. Had scored a run for the Senators. And as easy as the runs are coming for Harrisburg right now, they can come just as easily for the Fightin' Phils. Pop up. It's going to go into the stands, although Logan O'Hoppe chases for it. Harrison still down 0-2 in the box. The pitch comes upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lively crowd here despite the wind as Harrison reaches and pokes this one into the stands as well. (5-1) Jersey Shore playing a little small ball. Allows them to put up a big 5 in the first. Harrison takes this out to left. Riho tracking back. He's not able to get to it in time, and it is another foul ball for KJ Harrison, who's on pitch number 7 here.
Sophie Foul, come get fresh at American Barber and Beauty Academy.
Outfield, of course, back deep here after that home run from Gusho. Ground ball into the hands of Guzman. Perfect throw across the diamond. And there is 2.
The shortstop number 2, Jackson Club.
Got to give a shout out to all of the Phillies front office staff and field staff that are here this series. Got the opportunity to meet the catching coordinator, Bob Stumpo, who is around right now. A couple of other catchers coming to learn from him. They rove throughout the organization, throughout the systems, to try to meet and go through some initiatives with the catchers. Of course, Logan O'Hoppe, the Phillies' number 5 prospect here in Reading, as Perkins misses outside and then gets a called strike at the knees. Also here today, the manager of player development, Edwin Soto, and the director of player development, Preston Mattingly, checking out the system and the organization here. Appreciate them coming out, and it was very nice to meet them today and work with them this season. 2 balls, 1 strike, and this grazes the jersey of Clough. And he was able to get out of the way, so it just goes in as ball 3. And there's a strike, so Perkins trying to get out of this frame. 2 outs on the board already, Reading down by 4. And the payoff pitch. High fly ball out to right center. It's Madison Stokes who will make the grab and end the inning, but not before a 2-run shot from Gushu. Puts it 4-0 here going into the bottom of the 3rd. Reading has some work to do here at FirstEnergy Stadium, but not unmanageable, so stick with us through this ride.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klingers on Corsonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Hunter Marquardt to lead us off. In the bottom of the third inning, Reading down by 4 runs. Marquardt's first turn to bat, a big lefty in the R-Phils lineup, sends a blooper right to the second baseman who makes the grab. And there is one out quickly.
Number 5, Wendell Rijo.
Lee at just 33 pitches here, working the bottom of the third as Wendell Rijo heads up to bat. Rijo walked back in the first inning, getting the start in the leadoff spot for the first time this season, and we'll see how he adapts to that. Takes a ball and a strike off of Evan Lee. Pop up foul. It's going to end in the plaza area on that net. Those guys are going to have to go clean that off after this game. A lot of them heading over there. Lee is rated having the best changeup in the Washington Nationals system by Baseball America, which is pretty impressive. There's a lot of players in a system. There's between 200 and 300 players that are being looked at in an entire system. And to have that one specific pitch is pretty impressive as Rijo goes down swinging. There is out number 2. Strikeout number 3 here for Lee, who had 4 strikeouts in his first appearance. And here is Logan O'Hoppe looking to turn things around here for the Fightin' Phils. You can see those guys out in the field stretching, jumping, trying to stay loose and warm here as the wind's still pushing hard to right. The sun beginning to set here at the ballpark. 6:45 game times throughout the week, except for 3:15 on Sunday. The 0-1 down and away. It's called strike 2. O'Hoppe reached on a fielder's choice, was able to steal a base back in the first, but was stranded. Here's the 0-2 from Lee. Popped up, and he'll keep it that way. Lee spent all of 2021 in high A, so making his double-A debut this season. 77 innings of work last season. He takes a step back. The 0-2 once more. A back foot slider that misses, and he'll carry on. In 77 innings, he had 104 strikeouts, which is very impressive compared to just 32 walks. O'Hoppe sends this up the middle. It pops off the glove of Flores and into the outfield. He's going to hold up at first. A very sharp single up the middle for O'Hoppe. Flores got a piece of it, which I was impressed by, but honestly ended up deflecting it away from the center fielder, who had to hustle after it. So with the runner on and 2 outs, Reading trying to rally here. They'll send up Jalen Ortiz to the plate. Ortiz fighting to stay above the Mendoza line here. He has so much power. Just looking for better pitch selection up at the plate. And he takes the first pitch strike. In that game, he had 2 home runs. He also had 3 strikeouts, which couldn't really be the more opposite of at-bats there. The 0-1 inside for ball 1. Quite possible we'll see O'Hoppe try to take second. Really impressive, a catcher that can run just as well. Leaning over Lee. Now he'll turn his head to first. Here's the 1-1. Roped up the third baseline. Foul. We'll do it again. Ohapi shuffles off first. 2 outs here, Reading down by 4, just looking to start something. And Ortiz slams this into left. It goes all the way to the wall. Ohapi is being rounded third. He'll come home. Here's the play at the plate. It's not in time. A run-scoring double for Jalen Ortiz puts Reading on the board. And man, you got to give credit to Ohapi for hustling and getting there ahead in the throw. Reading looking to keep the line moving here with Josh Akami, a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Lee sends a pitch outside to Akami, 1 ball. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. He is the big RBI guy in today's game. It's a pretty cool promotion that if he gets an RBI, everybody in the stadium goes home with a coupon for a free drink at Sheetz. Now, I know we're in Wawa country, but it is a free drink. A free drink is a free drink, and I think people at the ballpark get very excited about it. As the lefty Lee faces the lefty Akami, he could really grab a hold one. He's due for it, honestly. He is due for it as he chases a pitch in the dirt, strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. That's Ortiz out on second. 2 outs on the board. Lee coming home. Akami sending this one out to left, tracking back. Rhinestone making the catch, and that'll do it as Reading strands a runner on, but not before they played a run off Ortiz's double. And the score is now 4-1 heading into the top of the 4th. Reading creeping back in this ball game. You gotta stay with me.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Well, Reading added a run on in the bottom of the 3rd. And so now Harrisburg leads by 3. Creeping back in this game as Jack Perkins comes out for another inning of work here. Do see somebody starting to stretch in the bullpen. Perkins up to 55 pitches here. I'm not sure if he has a leash of any kind. Is this ball taken to left? Bounces off the wall. Marquardt tosses it in. A play at second. And Guzman, or Vicuña that is, just put the tag on a little too late. But a great throw in by Marquardt, perfectly on the money. And so a runner out on second. That's the third double of the game so far for the Senators, with nobody out. Perkins will face the 8-9 batters. Here's Jacob Rhinesmith. Team finally got a run back on the board. Don't want to let that go to waste here, as Rhinesmith takes a first pitch ball. Glove the waist, Perkins comes home in the dirt. That is ball 2. Perkins featuring four-seam fastball, mid-90s. Pretty consistent, a curveball that is really good to both righties and lefties. As Rhinesmith sends this one foul into the Fightin's bullpen, they all scramble like bowling pins. And of course he has that low 80s slider that works better outside to righties, but Harrisburg not really giving him an opportunity to use that much today with a lefty-heavy lineup. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Perkins gets the sign from Ohapi. Now he comes home. Ground ball to the second baseman. Vicuña lets it slide under his glove. Is there a play at the plate? Ohapi with the pitch, the tag. And they're saying he's safe and he scores. And Harrisburg gets that run right back on the board, leading 5-1 here. That'll go in as an error to Vicuña. And so no RBI to Rhinesmith. Here's Jackson Flores now with a runner on first and nobody out. Up top to Flores, 1 ball and 1 strike. Perkins is going to go back to first. Rhinesmith sliding in instead. Somebody warming up in the bullpen. It looks to me like, that is so far away for me to see. Nick Lackney maybe? And Perkins misses downstairs. Fighting here, looking for out number 1 in the top of the 4th. Deep fly ball. Marquardt and Stokes both going back for it. It's Stokes who'll make the catch. I love that every time Stokes goes back for a ball, and Marquardt knows he has it, he always goes behind him just to make sure, tracking the ball as well, being good backup. Really good credit there to Marquardt for the hustle. And so there is 1 out on the board here. Rhinesmith stays on first, back to the top of the order for the Senators. Here's Rudy Martin, who's 0 for 2 today. Martin spent time with the Melbourne Aces, the team I worked for out in Australia, but a year before I was there in 2018-2019. Runner going, Ohapi down to second. There's the tag, and he's out. And Ohapi had to pick that ball up out of the dirt. 2-6, caught stealing, and that is absolutely huge for the Fightins to erase the runners on the base path and get out number 2. sharply hit ground ball to Vicuña, misplays it for the second time this inning. And the runner will be safe at first. Very unlike Vicuña. I don't know if it's just the cold that is getting him here or he's working himself up, trying to rush the play. But Perkins is going to have to work through this as Jake Alou heads up with a runner on first, 2 outs. He's going to go over to first. Akami puts the tag on, but not in time. It happens to everybody at some point. I think conditions today aren't perfect, and sometimes one causes more. You know, you just get in your head about that one and then can't let it go. And that's really what makes a good player great, is being able to move past that into the next at bat, the next play, the next pitch. And putting the past behind you and focusing on what you can do from here. Runner going, Ohapi down to second, the tag. And Guzman thinks he got him. He starts running, and the call is safe. And that'll go in as a stolen base. Manager Sean Williams comes out to talk to the umpire. Obviously, he thought that the out was made. It was a great throw by Ohapi, a good tag by Guzman. It was just a little bit behind the slide, so Senators will have a runner in scoring position. And back-to-back balls thrown to Alou here. Don't want to get something rolling. Bullpen is up and ready here. Runner going. And the throw is perfect by Perkins. It's in the back of the umpire. And Rio just puts the tag right on him. But it's not in time, so back-to-back stolen bases. And, you know, we did speculate that runners were going to be able to take advantage of this pitch clock rule. And so far they have been doing that. Logan Ohapi comes out to talk to Perkins here. Says, let's just get the job done at hand. Focus on Alou here at the plate. As the Senators lead 5-1, Reading trying to get out of the bottom of the fourth. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Alou had a double back in the first and scored a run. Ground ball right side. Foul, and that's good enough for strike 2. Perkins glove at the waist, paying no mind to the runner on first. This will drop in right field and score a run. An RBI single off the bat of Alou makes it 6-1 here, and that is going to be it for Jack Perkins as manager Sean Williams comes out to take the ball away and hand it to a reliever. We'll take a short break and see who is coming out to pitch here to get us out of the fourth in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Scott Hunsiker, General Manager of the Reading Fightin Phils. Since 1996, the Art Phils have depended on the great people of Stratic Systems for all of our computer needs. I know about mascots and hot dogs and fun. I don't know a lot about computers. And if you're like me, you really don't want to worry about your computer system or how it works. You just want to know that everything's working well. And if something isn't working right, you want to know that your computer partner will be on site quickly to get everything working properly. Our friends at Stratic Systems have always been there for us, handling all of our computer needs for more than 23 years. Now Stratic also provides us with our photocopiers, our printers, all of our business technology solutions. If your company wants a great business technology solution provider and a great partner, do what the Art Phils have done for 23 plus years and turn to the great team at Stratic Systems. Thank you, Stratic Systems. We're proud to have you as the official business technology provider of the Art Phils.
Now pitching out of the Albernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, Fightin's pitcher number 25, Nick Lackney.
Reading brings in Nick Lackney here, his second appearance of the season after coming off the developmental list a couple days ago. He'll sub in for Perkins here and try to get us out of the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 runs have already scored. There's 2 outs on the board and a runner on first here for Mitch Longo. Lackney was pretty good in his first outing against the Rubber Ducks, against the Rubber Ducks. 2 innings of work, no runs on the board, just 2 hits and a strikeout. He's got 2 balls here to Longo. Soft pop-up into the stands. This is a lefty-lefty matchup. Might see a couple of lefties out of the bullpen today with all the lefties in the lineup. As Longo calls time, he steps out. The wind is howling here. That American flag in center field is flying straight across. Runner going, pitch in the dirt, and there's nothing Ohapi can do with it. So it'll be a stolen base for Alou. 3 so far in this inning for the Harrisburg Senators. That's Alou's second of the season. Rogue baseball out on the field. And play resumes here with a 3-1 count to Mitch Longo. Runner on second, 2 outs. Lackney sets up on the first base side of the rubber. In the dirt, it bounces away from Ohapi, picks it up, throws it to Rijo, the tag, not in time. And that'll be a wild pitch to Lackney and ball 4 to Longo. So he'll head down to first, and this inning just keeps on rolling.
The catcher number 17, Taylor Gushu.
Taylor Gushu coming up. And not a guy you want to see here with runners on the corners. He's already had a double and a home run. Halfway to the cycle here for Gushu. Lackney to the righty batter, goes down and away, trying to get him to chase, but he does not. The bullpen guys for the Fightins are literally jogging in place over there. They are so cold, trying to stay loose in case they're called upon. There's always sort of like a hot list where guys are told, you know, it could be your day. And you know, if you threw the day before, you know you're probably not going to come in today. But even with the hot list, it's really anybody's call. And this is roped down the left field line. It's going to travel all the way to the wall. Run one will score. Marquardt fumbles it. The throw in is late, allows 2 runs to score on this RBI double for Taylor Gushu. And this inning is quickly getting out of hand. The Senators leading 8-1 here. 2 outs on the board, though, as KJ Harrison heads up. Runner on second. Harrison chases strike 1. Of course, just as easily as the Senators scored these runs, Reading can as well. Lots of baseball left to go, and of course the wind Makes no preference to your affiliation. And there's 2 strikes to Harrison. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two outs on the board, runner on second. Here's the 1-2 from Lackney. Good block by O'Hoppy to keep it in front of him. Good base running cues from the Senators. Gave them an advantage in this inning as Harrison chases for strike number 3. That'll end the frame not before another 4 runs are put on by the Senators. They lead 8-1, but it's Reading's turn to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Let's look forward to some offense coming in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The center fielder, number 15, Madison Stokes.
Madison Stokes here to lead us off in the bottom of the 4th. Time to get these bats pumping, down by 7. As the line for Jack Perkins comes in, 3 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 7 runs. Only 5 of them earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts as Stokes fouls one back into the stands. Perkins threw 73 pitches, so at the very least, good to see them getting some more endurance, getting some more pitches thrown out there, staying in the game for longer as Stokes grounds this to the third baseman in the dirt, and the pick is good by KJ Harrison at first. And Sean Williams is going to say absolutely not, as Stokes ran that out pretty well. And that was pretty much in the dirt the entire way, the throw by Alou. I have seen 2 overturned calls in Double-A last year. Obviously, Sean's not going to get what he wants, and I'll head back to the third base coaches area as Madison Stokes is arguing a little bit heading back into the dugout. You can see the frustration with these Fightin' Phils here right now. Down by 7, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Vito Freesia. Sean taking his time, getting back to his coach's box on the third base side. Here's the pitch by Lee. It's at the feet of Freesia. The count moves to 1-1. Lee at 56 pitches here. Only allowed 3 hits and a run to Reading right now. The crowd, though, still invested in this game for the Fightin' Phils. With Harrisburg being so close, you'd think that there'd be some Senators crowd here, but honestly, it's mainly Fightin' Phils fans, and I truly am impressed the number of people out at this game, as Harrisburg does get a pitcher starting to warm up in the bullpen. Here's the 2-1 from Lee, inside to Freesia, ball 3. In the righty batter's box, the lefty deals inside again, and Freesia will take ball 4 for his 8th walk of the season. So patience at the plate, definitely a skill set for Vita Freesia, and Reading needed a runner on. He gets himself on in any way he can, and they'll have a runner out on first with 1 away here for Jonathan Guzman. First pitch ball way outside by Lee. Two balls, no strikes. I don't think we'll see Freesia try to take second at this point, but anything can happen as a called strike comes in at the knees to Guzman. He had a deep fly ball to right his first time up. Couple feet deeper. This time would be nice as Reading's down by 8 in the bottom of the 4th. He connects though, and he sends it up the middle. Good enough for a base hit as Freesia advances to second. Reading will have 2 runners on here with just 1 out for Kevin Vicuña.
The second baseman, number 3, Kevin Vicuña.
Vicuña had a base hit in the second, but was thrown out trying to take it to second base. And there is going to be a meeting at the mound here. Looks like pitching coach Justin Lord out there to talk to his team here. Just the catcher, Gushu, out right now. Is somebody warming up in the bullpen? Lee obviously cruising. This is a jam he's got himself into. Reading has had runners on in every inning. We'll say that right now. They certainly have gotten men on base. And this is a big time to capitalize on Lee, who's got some traffic, 63 pitches here, and just try to take as much off of him before they resort to the bullpen. Kevin Vicuña steps in the righty batter's box. Here's the pitch outside. Freesia on second, Guzman on first. Lee deals inside, ball 2. Obviously, only 1 spot open on the base pass here for the Senators. Vicuña does have 4 RBIs on the season as well. Looking back is Lee at second. Nobody keeping Freesia on. And a softly hit foul ball bounces back behind the plate. And there is strike 1. Two 2-1 pitch, fouled back in the stands, and that'll even it up. Runners on first and second here for Reading, just one out on the board. Kevin Vicuña takes the 2-2 up the middle. Being held up at third is Freesia, and the bases are juiced here for the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the fourth. Down by 7, they've got something brewing. Here's Hunter Marquardt, and I do think that's going to be it for the starter, Evan Lee. As the manager, Trip Keister, comes out, he'll pull the ball from his starter. He'll hand it off to the bullpen, who's got some traffic on the base pass to handle. We'll take a short break while the pitcher warms up here in the midst of the fourth.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Well, Hunter Marquardt is called upon in a big situation here. Reading has the bases loaded. They're down by 7. It's a pinch hitter for the Senators, Francis Peguero, who sends a first pitch strike into Marquardt. Evan Lee left with the bases loaded. Freesia on third, Guzman on second, Vicuña on first. The righty will face the lefty Marquardt. And that's strategy for you. They left Lee in for the righty Vicuña, and they'll hand the lefty over to a righty pitcher. Peguero hails out of the Dominican Republic, signed as a free agent back in 2013, so has spent a lot of time with this system. The 2-1 here to Marquardt. Runners taking their leads here. Guzman and Vicuña very speedy. And just trying to follow Freesia as Marquardt chases 92 for strike number 2. Fans realize a big moment here, very invested, looking for something special, down by 7, but this could cut into that lead. Here's the pitch by Peguero. Marquardt is behind it once again, and there is out number 2 on the board as he goes down swinging. And we'll go back to the top of the order with Wendell Rijo, who's already been clutch once this season, an opportunity for him to come up big time. He's got some fans in the crowd here tonight. As he takes a pitch outside for a called strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs on the board. Reading rallying here. Riho takes strike 2. Obviously, there's still a lot of baseball left. This isn't the be-all, end-all here, but certainly could change the momentum of the game. As Riho calls time and steps out. He's down 0-2 here. Here's the pitch. Dropped, strike third. And Riho doesn't realize it. It takes him too long to get to first. And that'll end the inning with outscoring a run as Reading strands 3. To the 5th we go.
It's time for tonight's vegetable race, sponsored by Gallagher Mechanical.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday, before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Reading had a big opportunity in the bottom of the 4th, and they just couldn't finish the job. It is 8-1 here as Lackney comes out for another inning of work. A pop-up off the bat of Jackson Clough to the shortstop Guzman. And there is one to start off this inning. Reading just looking to get back up to bat, in the heart of the order they will be, as Justin Connell heads up to the plate. Vegetable race just happening at FirstEnergy Stadium. Carrot, the big winner today. I'm always team lettuce. That's the only one I've ever been. As Connell holds off on back-to-back balls. The sun is set here in Reading, Pennsylvania quickly. Baseball under the lights. Cold April in Pennsylvania, but both of these teams used to it as the Senators hail from just over an hour away in Harrisburg. Lackney gets the sign from Ohapi behind the plate. The lefty sets up on the first base side of the rubber and bounces it in front of the plate for ball number 3. And Connell will take ball 4. He walked in the 4th. He'll walk again here in the 5th. as Jacob Rhinesmith heads up. It's the 8 and 9 batters Lackney would like to retire here before getting back to the top of the order. Bullpens on either side up and moving, just trying to stay warm. There's a heater in the dugout for each team, but no heater down in the bullpen. All the guys have their winter coats zipped up and the winter skull cap on as well. Two balls, no strikes here from Nick Lackney. Lackney, a product of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as Connell rips this foul back behind home plate. His teammate in the on-deck circle, Jackson Flores, has to jump out of the way and barely misses getting diced by a foul ball. Looking very jumpy on first is Justin Connell. Trying to make Lackney throw it over or make him balk at the very least. Instead, he'll come home. Great frame by O'Hoppe, but they don't get the call. They're looking for count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner going, here's the pitch, and it's a called strike. O'Hoppe is not able to throw it down to second, so another stolen base by the Senators, the first of the season for Justin Connell, but a good strike 2 to Rhinesmith as Lackney, focusing on the batter here, has a full count. Looks back at second, now he comes home and he gets Rhinesmith to tip it foul. O'Hoppe not able to make the catch, so we'll do it again. Rhinesmith batting just 100 coming into today's game. And there is ball 4 as O'Hoppe tries to protect the plate. Back-to-back walks by Nick Lackney make it first and second with just 1 out. Here is Jackson Flores. Lackney looks back at second. Vicuña is trying to hold the runner on. He comes home here to Flores. Downstairs, ball 1. Only 1 spot open on the base pass here after back-to-back walks. Reading already down 8-1, and this is going to prompt a visit from Logan O'Hoppe. The even-keeled catcher having a quick chat with Lackney out on the mound. Actually, it's quite a long chat as it finally breaks up and the catcher jogs back behind home plate. 1 ball, no strike, the count to Flores. 2 runners on, 1 out. Here's the pitch, fouled back, and there's a strike. A full series against the Harrisburg Senators at home at FirstEnergy Stadium, obviously today and then through Sunday. Love being back home in front of our fans, and the weather is going to get nicer throughout the week. By the weekend, it'll be absolutely beautiful here in Reading. Flores holds off on ball 2. Batting .261 here. He has a home run and 4 RBIs on the season. Another opportunity here with runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Way upstairs goes Lackney. It's Connell on second, Rhinesmith on first. Lackney kicks and fires in the dirt, ball 4, and he has walked the bases loaded. And that will send pitching coach Matt Hockenberry out. And Akami is going to come in as well as Ohapi. Here comes Vicuña, Guzman, and now the entire infield coming in. Is not the manager, so he's not coming out yet, and nobody's ready in the bullpen either. There is somebody starting to stretch, but the bases are already loaded. Although a double play could get out of us cleanly, there is only 1 out on the board. And back to the top of the lineup, we go with Rudy Martin. Infield coming up with a plan here, how to attack. Harrisburg already down by 7, don't want to allow this to really get away from them. And the home plate umpire, Kelvis Velez, comes in to break up the meeting on the mound.
The center fielder, number 28, Rudy Martin.
And here is Rudy Martin now with the bases loaded and 1 away. Connell, Reinsmith, and Flores, respectively, on the bases from left to right. Lackney to the lefty gets a first pitch strike. Rudy Martin just 5'8". Lackney is towering over him at the mound, but we saw that speed that he had on the bases. If he gets a hold of anything, he is coming around. No balls and 2 strikes here to Rudy Martin. Lackney must get an out. There's no space. And Velez punches out Martin. And that is a big out, number 2 here for Nick Lackney. The crowd goes wild. I think there is either a group of college kids or a group of high school kids down there that are very active fans, which we appreciate a lot. And Lackney misses down and away. Ohapi is putting in the work behind the plate tonight. You cannot discount how many balls he has saved from getting into the backstop. Lackney still has the bases loaded here, but 2 outs. He looks back at second, comes home again in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes to Jake Alou. Alou, 2 for 3, single and a double. There's the pitch again in the dirt. There is no place to put this batter for Nick Lackney. He's going to have to put the ball in the strike zone here. Now with a 3-0 count, Alou is going to take pretty much no matter what he is. He's going to take it. With a 3-0 count, you're going to try to get the walk, and obviously don't want to risk getting yourself out. So Lackney can get this one here, but he doesn't. He sends it upstairs for ball 4, and he walks in a run. And so Justin Connell will cross the plate for Harrisburg's 9th run. And the bases are still loaded with 2 outs here for Mitch Longo. And that will prompt a visit now from manager Sean Williams as he heads out to the mound. I assume that'll be it for Nick Lackney, and we'll take a minute as we call down to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen for a new pitcher as we try to get ourselves out of the bottom or the top of the 5th.
Taking with Hartfield's mascots and ballpark characters. Now coming into the game from the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, Fightin's pitcher number 28, Billy Sullivan.
Well, the call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen goes to Billy Sullivan as he comes in here in a jam. The bases are loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Reading already trails by 8, and they don't want to make it any more. Sullivan inherits 3 runners as he faces Mitch Longo. And sends him a first pitch ball. Sullivan has pitched 2 innings for the Fightins this season, both scoreless, looking to hold on to that 0 ERA as he gets Longo to foul back into the net behind home plate. Rhinesmith on third, Flores on second, Alou on first. Sullivan kicks and fires and gets another foul ball out of Longo. He's down to his final strike. Sullivan signed as a free agent for the Fightin' Phils last year. Had a tough injury that set him back most of the whole season, but said he is feeling great here. Just celebrated a birthday, turning 23 as he comes home. Ground ball that gets through the hole on the left side. Here's the play at the plate, and it pops out of Ohapi's glove. 2 runs score off a base hit from Mitch Longo. It's 11-1.
The catcher, number 17, Taylor Gusher.
Good throw out and left from Hunter Marquardt. The second time today he's made a really on-point throw. And it just didn't go in the Fightin' Phils' favor, so we'll go at it again. Those runs track back to Nick Lackney. And here is Taylor Gushu from the left side. The righty Billy Sullivan kicks outside. There is ball 1. Still 2 outs on the board here. Reading looking for out number 3. Two balls, no strikes. Sullivan working through Gushu, who's had himself a day. 3 for 3, 2 doubles, and a home run. If there's a guy you're going to pitch around to face, it is Gushu. KJ Harrison following him. Hasn't recorded a hit today. Did have a sacrifice fly in the first. And the 3-0 pitch is ball 4, so that will send Gushu down to first, and suddenly the bases are loaded once more. Reading has walked 5 batters in this inning. Of course, not all of them by Billy Sullivan. And so the base is loaded with 2 outs once more here for KJ Harrison, who is due to deliver. He came into this game batting .333, the only player over 300 in the lineup. And he hasn't gotten a hit today. As Billy Sullivan comes inside, ball 1. There's no place to put him. The bases are loaded for the 3rd time this inning. Sullivan kicks and fires outside. Two balls, no strikes. He cannot walk him. Well, he can, but that'll walk in a run. Don't want that, as Sullivan gets him to connect. Tracking over Marquardt Stokes on the run. It's Stokes, and that'll do it as Reading gets out of the inning. Not before the Senators bat around the lineup, put a 3 spot on the board. They do strand 3 runners on. They lead 11-1. Reading's turn to bat coming up in just a minute. Bottom of the 5th in a moment.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Well, let's be honest, Reading's got some work to do here coming into the bottom of the 5th, down 11-1. But still a lot of baseball left. And so opportunity for Reading still exists here. I mean, if the Senators can do it, Reading can do it as well. And Logan O'Hoppe is going to start it off here for the Fightin' Phils against the reliever Peguero. O'Hoppe's been on twice today. He scored the only run of the game for the Fightin' Phils as he takes back-to-back balls. And there's ball 3. Reading's had some opportunities. They had the bases loaded in the 4th and just couldn't connect. But not out of it yet as O'Hoppe takes ball 4, and Reading will start with a free base runner down to first. In the heart of their order, it's Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz crushes this ball out to left. At the wall is Rhinestone, and he makes an incredible catch at the fence. O'Hoppe has to hold up on first, and that is just a long out number 1. Here is Josh Akami, who's 0 for 2 today. Catcher sets up on the outside part of the plate for a called strike to Akami. The 0-1 is down and away. Runner on first, 1 out here. Peguero comes outside, ball 2. Akami very patient at the plate. His OBP sits at 412. If there's a guy who's going to be able to work his way down to first, it's him as he grounds a ball up the middle. O'Hoppe racing to third, and it'll be held up by Sean Williams as Akami connects for his first hit of the day. Took a weird hop off the mound, but nobody was getting to it anyways. And Reading will have runners on the corners here with 1 out for Madison Stokes. Stokes takes the first pitch, called strike. He was hit by a pitch back in the second, grounded out in his next at-bat. But could do some damage here for the Fightin' Phils. Already had a home run this season. He's down 0-2 quickly. Harrisburg 11 runs on 8 hits, Reading 1 run on 6 hits. They've made 2 errors in the field. And here's the pitch by Peguero, a called strike 3 to Stokes as he heads back to the dugout to the boos of the crowd. And there's 2 outs here for Reading as Vito Freesia heads up. Reading's designated hitter, the newly appointed DH in the National League. In the majors, so it trickles down to the minors. No point in having the pitchers bat here anymore. And Reading has been mainly going with Vito Freesia as the DH, sometimes Colby Fitch, and on occasion Logan O'Hoppe. The righty Peguero comes home in the dirt to Freesia. O'Hoppe on third, Akami on first. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. This game has been pretty slow rolling for a cold game. Usually the cold games tend to be faster, everyone moving quicker, trying to stay warm, but Freesia takes the ball upstairs. Nearing the 2-hour mark, just about halfway through this game. No pitching clock violations yet, just a lot of base runners, to be honest. A lot of base runners on either side. Reading has left 6 on base. Harrisburg has as well. Here's the 3-1 from Peguero. Vito Freesia takes a big hack for strike 2, and the count is full. Runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Reading has had runners on in every inning so far. Has only sent 1 across the plate, but a big opportunity. Runners going. Freesia, sharp ground ball to the shortstop. On to first. It gets past him. Freesia heading for second. O'Hoppe scores. And the Reading keeps the line moving. They put up their 2nd run of the game with Logan O'Hoppe crossing the plate. And that should go in as an E6 that allowed Freesia to reach. He made it all the way to second, so really heads up running by Vito. Akami on third. And here is Jonathan Guzman to keep the line moving. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Justin Lord. As Reading has delivered here with 2 outs, trying to rally. They're down by 10. Now they are down by 9 here in the bottom of the 5th. They put 1 run on the board. And they've got 2 in scoring position here for Jonathan Guzman. 1 for 2 today. Somebody now throwing in the bullpen for the Senators, but this is going to be all Peguero with 2 outs. Guzman in the righty batter's box. The pitch gets away from the catcher, but Akami stays put on third. Don't want to risk out number 3 right now in this situation. Guzman all across the stat sheet for the Fightin' Phils. Hits for average and can power one over. Pokes this the opposite way into shallow right field. Connell rushing in. He makes a basket catch to end the inning. Not before Reading puts 1 up on the board. They start to chip away at Harrisburg's lead. It is 11-2 as we head into the 6th here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Batting for the Senators is shortstop, number 2, Jackson.
Reading was able to put a run on the board in the bottom of the 5th. The bottom will turn the ball back over to Billy Sullivan. As Jackson Clark takes a first pitch ball. Reading 2 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors in the field. The Senators 11 runs on 8 hits and 1 error in the field. A cold and windy night at America's Classic Ballpark. Heading to the top of the 6th inning. Fans at FirstEnergy Stadium, the best always in the league. As Sullivan stands tall, glove at the chest. Here's the 2-0. And it's a perfect strike on the corner. Makes it 2-1. Outfield, back deep to the lefty batter who's got the wind in his favor. There's ball number 3. Reading walked a total of 5 batters in the top of the 5th, and that's kind of really what did him in, as Billy Sullivan picks up a big swinging strike 2, hits 92 on the radar gun, and it's a full count here. Popped up, it's going to hit the roof, and it'll continue this at bat on pitch number 6. 7 oncoming from Billy Sullivan, who's up to 18 in his relief. Nobody up in the Fightin's bullpen. Harrisburg does have somebody warming for the bottom half. Ground ball up the middle, charging. Guzman fields it bare hand over to Akami. What a play by the shortstop. That was chopped and slowly rolling towards shortstop. Guzman charged and was able to make the play in time, and that's out number 1 here for Sullivan. Going back to the line for Nick Lackney, 1 inning of work, 1 hit, 4 runs, all earned on 5 walks and 2 strikeouts. Now, some of those runs were allowed by Sullivan, but because they were placed on the base by Lackney, they go back to his line. So Sullivan technically has not allowed a run in yet. Ball 1 to Justin Connell here. The righty deals upstairs, ball 2. Connell walked twice and scored twice so far. It's also stolen a base and struck out. 4 stolen bases so far for the Senators through 5. And there's a called strike at the knees. Connell batting .259 for the Senators. And the righty gets a foul ball that hits the umpire and rolls away. Seems like he's okay. He waves off the trainer. And the count 2-2 here. Everybody up, moving, stretching, jumping. Hunter Marquardt out and left, continually moving his arms here, trying to stay warm and keep the blood flowing as Sullivan deals out to center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Does set Redding up for the double play here with a runner on first. Let's go around the system and see what's going on. Philadelphia just beginning their contest, an 8:40 start against the Colorado Rockies. They do lead 1-0. Bryce Harper an RBI single in the first. They are still batting, an attempt to score more runs as Jacob Rhinesmith steps up here with a runner on first and 1 out. Takes the first pitch strike. In Lehigh Valley, they lead 4-1 over Rochester. They're in the top of the 6th as well. Odubel Herrera was rehabbing. Akami tried to make contact with the ball. He did. Deflected off his glove, so it didn't go into the outfield, and that is ruled a base hit by Rhinesmith as Connell advances to second. There was nothing anybody could do about that. It was awkwardly hit into deep first base, and Akami was playing in a little bit shallower and could only get the tip of his glove on it. So the inning continues with 2 on. As Jackson Flores, the number 9 hitter, comes up. Popped up. Ohapi comes back by the backstop. It is going to end up in the stands. There is a huge race for the foul ball. And there's strike number 1 to Flores. Double play could get Sullivan out of this frame. He's got 2 on and just 1 out. Only the top of the 2nd, Harrisburg has not scored a run. So Reading trying to put up a 0 and just keep chipping away at the runs. As Flores takes a pitch outside. Looking back as Sullivan, he comes home here in the dirt. Good block by Ohapi. He's been working it behind the plate tonight. Just one wild pitch he couldn't get in front of. Sullivan twists his body towards the outfield, looks back at second. Here's the 2-1, driven out to center. Stokes racing over. He makes the grab, and an easy 2 as he tosses it in quickly. Runners cannot advance. And they stay put on first and second here as we go to the top of Harrisburg's order with Rudy Martin.
The center fielder, number 28, Rudy Martin.
Sullivan, glove at the chest, looks back at second. Now he comes home. Chopper up to first base, and it is foul. Fielded cleanly by Akami, but nothing he can do with it. And so that'll just be strike 1 here to Rudy Martin. Jersey Shore trailing 6-5 there in the 6th inning as well. And Clearwater tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 9th. They are the home team, so they do get to bat last here as Martin has to exchange his bat. Must have chipped it with that foul ball. So 2 on, 2 out here for Billy Sullivan and the Fightins in the top of the 6th. Sullivan with the 0-1 upstairs. Good pop. Reading does have somebody warming in the bullpen now. Sullivan getting high in pitch count for a reliever 31. The 1-1 at the knees, a called strike, and he is a strike away from getting out of this as this crowd back behind home plate is bringing the energy for this hometown team. Sullivan leaning over at the waist, gets the sign from catcher Logan O'Hoppe. Here's the pitch. Foul, and we'll do it again. Here's the 1-2 once more in the dirt. O'Hoppe blocks, they'll get a fresh ball. It's Connell out on second, Rhinesmith on first. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Reading just trying to get themselves back up to bat, down by 9 here. Sullivan with the 2-2. He gets a swinging strike 3, and that'll do it. Another clean outing for Billy Sullivan as he strands 2 on the base pass. We'll go to the bottom half, down by 9, but it's your hometown team's turn to bat.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. people in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Reading ready to turn on the heat here for the bottom of the 6th, down by 9. It'll be Kevin Vicuña leading us off as Billy Sullivan got out of a jam in the top half. Vicuña, a 2-hit day, although has made 2 errors in the field. Doesn't discount what he's done at the plate today. A pitching change for the Harrisburg Senators as they make a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpens. 3-0 here to Kevin Vicuña as Peguero sends the ball over to Alex Troop, a lefty reliever. 25 years old, does get a strike in there to Kevin Vicuña. A 9th-round draft pick back in 2017. Troop comes into this game with a 2.70 ERA as Vicuña slices this one foul. Went from a hitter's count to a full count. Lefty deals in the dirt. That'll be ball 4, and Reading will once again start this inning off with a free pass as Vicuña heads down to first. A runner on for Hunter Marquardt, who's looking for his first hit of the day. First pitch strike to Marquardt. Product of Oklahoma Christian University, OC as they call it. Fouls one back into the net. Highest ranking graduate in the minor leagues out of OC. There was a former player who made it as high as AAA, but they've never had a major leaguer as a product of their college baseball program. Marquardt looking to change that as he fouls another one back. Appreciate everybody listening in here to this broadcast. Emily Messina bringing you all the home and road games this season, Tuesday through Sunday, home here at FirstEnergy Stadium as Marquardt connects. A fly ball out to left will be out number 1. Vicuña stays on first. Like these new 6-game series against each team, so that's how the Eastern League has it set up once again after starting that last year. There'll be a couple of 3-game sets this summer. Obviously, we started off with one, but they'll be local with Somerset, so nothing too big as Wendell Rijo steps in. But the old playoff rules are back. There'll be 2 halves of the season, with the first half ending on June 26th and the second beginning on June 28th. The regular season closing down on September 18th and back to the old playoff system as well. Winner of each half of the division meets in a best of 3, and then the division winners meet in a best of 3 for the championship series. I think best of 3 is enough for these teams. And I like the halves because honestly there's so much roster moves throughout the season, but especially at that All-Star break or even before that at the halfway point of the season, that it's almost completely different rosters for some teams. And I think it makes more sense to do that split season for the playoffs. 3 balls, no strikes here to Wendell Rijo. Bacuna on first, he walked down there. And there's a strike to Rijo, obviously on the 3-0 he had to take. Wind howling out there in center field. Sharply hit ground ball. Harrisburg trying to turn 2, and they do. 5-4-3 will end the inning for Reading. And we'll go to the 7th here at the ballpark. 11-2 Harrisburg.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here for the top of the 7th as Billy Sullivan hands the ball over to Eric Miller here. Reading down 11-2 as Miller faces Jake Alou to start things off in the 7th. This is Alou's 5th time up. And he's been on base 4 out of the 5 times. 1-1 the count here to Alou. The final line to Billy Sullivan coming in. 1 1/3 inning of work. 3 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout, so he keeps his scoreless ERA complete on a total of 35 pitches. And Miller will take over. Miller comes into this game with a 2.25 ERA in 4 innings of work, allowing just 1 earned run across. A hard-hit fly ball, but Ortiz takes just a couple steps over and makes the catch in right for out number 1. Hitters hit just 143 off of the righty reliever. 8 strikeouts from from the lefty. And here is Mitch Longo. Miller spent most of last season with a left shoulder strain and then tried to come back but was back on the IL later with that same strain. Did get a chance to appear in a couple games, traveled to the Arizona Fall League for more appearances as Longo takes back-to-back strikes. And I think that helped him just get back into it and just know that he had it and build that confidence back up, build back that trust in himself and his, repertoire. Was a starter. Now obviously trying to come back from injuries as a called strike 3 into Mitch Longo sends him back to the dugout. But just with obviously, all that time off, just trying to build back up the endurance from injury and not go too fast. We'll start off the summer in a bullpen. There is a chance, obviously, that could change, but I think Miller recognizes also that the best chance for him, the best opportunity is in the bullpen. So he said he's willing to do whatever the Phillies need him to do, and just, see how it goes and take it from there as he gets strike 1 to Taylor Gushew. Pop up on the right side of the field, racing over Ortiz, and he makes the catch. A quick 1-2-3 inning, Reading's first here in this ball game. Top of the 7th, Miller sits him down straight, and we'll take a break for the 7th inning stretch at the ballpark as Reading comes up to bat in just a moment.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons, the industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
After a great 7th inning stretch at the ballpark, on to the bottom of the 7th we go. Eric Miller put this team alive, sitting them down 1-2-3 in the top half. And Logan O'Hoppe is going to lead us off first here against Alex Troop. Into the heart of the order, Reading goes. O'Hoppe has been on all 3 times tonight, scored both of Reading's run. They have 2 runs on 6 hits with 2 errors in the field. And Harrisburg, 11 runs on 10 hits. They've made an error. Pop up down the right field line. A tough catch to make for the first baseman, Harrison. He tries to do it over the shoulder, and it drops in for a base hit. O'Hoppe just put that right where it needed to be, out of everybody's reach. Even Connell rushing in from right, but there's just nothing that could be done. And so Jalen Ortiz will have a runner on and nobody out. He had a big double that scored O'Hoppe back in the 3rd. Of course, O'Hoppe stole a base to get into scoring position, so we'll see if he can do it again here. Reading down by 9. Just looking for something brewing. 2 balls, no strikes here to Ortiz. Looking patient in this at-bat. Loves to chase, but he takes ball 3 inside. Alex Troop came out last inning. Spent some time in Double-A last summer, but sends ball 4 to Ortiz. 4 pitches, he takes a free pass down to first. Ohapi shifts to second. And here is the cleanup hitter, Josh Akami, to hopefully clean it up. Had 8 wins last season in 28 games. Also dubbed as a starter as Akami fouls this back. A lot of teams were doing that piggyback system. Guys that usually didn't start, guys that usually started coming first out of the bullpen. With the COVID year and guys not getting a lot of opportunities to pitch, they just wanted to keep arms healthy and moving. But this year a lot of that has settled down as Akami takes a pitch outside. I know with the Director of Player Development, Preston Mattingly, that is not a thing for us here in Philadelphia as of now. So going to try to have starters go as long as they can. Redding warming someone else in the bullpen up right now, but never know if that's just to stay loose as Akami lines this into right. A jumping Connell can't come up with it. And I guess the runners didn't see the catch made, as he did make the catch in right, and everybody is confused. So Connell thinks that he got it immediately, and it was a catch that retired Akami at first. Runners did not tag. They immediately went to second. Akami is thinking about going back to the dugout, but instead he goes back to first. And out at second is Ortiz, and my gosh, the poor official scorers who are going to be so confused at what happened. I don't think Ortiz understands what happened. So Ohapi did tag, Ortiz I guess did not tag. And so Ohapi's out on third. Now there's 2 outs. So it's just a fly ball to right that got Akami out. And Ortiz was out 9-4 with the throw at second. And I guess Ohapi did tag. And so he is at third here for Madison Stokes, who now has 2 outs. Foul ball back on the roof. Man, it just is not going the Fightin's way tonight. That was one of the most interesting plays I've ever seen. I don't know if it was the lights or just looked like maybe he didn't make the catch, but Akami knew that he was out immediately. And everyone else a little confused as Stokes takes 2 balls and a strike here. Hit by a pitch in the second. 0 for 2 since then. The lefty Troop gets him to foul it back for strike 2. Troop waiting for Stokes to get back in the box. Both feet on the rubber, then he turns his body. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Madison Stokes, and that'll do it. Redding has an opportunity, and it's gone in an instant. As we finish up the 7th, 11-2 going into the 8th here, Harrisburg on top.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Redding and Redding Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
The first baseman, number 22, KJ Harrison.
Call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here to lead us off in the 8th. It's Tyler Carr, who comes up to pitch. Carr just added to the roster today out of the FCL, the Florida Complex League, to replace Josh Hendrickson, who hit the injured list retroactive to the 17th. No update on Hendrickson. But Carr came in walking with 2 bats when he came through the gates, and my coworker, our video director Andy Kaufman, asked if he was going to switch this year, maybe become a position player, as pitchers don't bat no longer in the Eastern League. So we'll have to find out what's going on there, as Tyler Carr gets a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Sharply hit, but straight out to Madison Stokes in center. He raises his glove, and he makes the catch. And there is one. Sure, a little stressful for Tyler Carr to get that first out here of the season, as getting a little bit later start than some of these other guys, as Jackson Clough heads up. Eric Miller retired the side in order back in the 7th. Carr looking to do the same and keep his team as close in this game as they possibly can. Harrisburg 11 runs on 10 hits. Reading 2 runs on 7 hits as Clough fouls this back. Here's the pitch by Carr. Gets a big swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. 83. He drops it down from the mid-90s for strike 2. The righty kicks and fires, splits the bat of Clough all over the place, and I'll have to get a new one with the foul ball. Carr's got some really fresh white cleats on. So does Jonathan Guzman. Either first time wearing them or they are putting in the work to keep them clean. I guess with all white you can bleach it. And our clubby, Nick Sklenerick, does a really good job keeping those pinstripe white pants and the other white pants with the black jerseys as clean as possible, especially with guys sliding all around in the dirt. As Clough takes a ball inside. Reading, of course, playing today in those home pinstripe jerseys with the red cap. Carr misses inside, and it's a full count. Harrisburg in the bright red tops and road gray bottoms. They, too, have red caps, which is both of these teams have the same color, so a little bit tough as Tyler Carr goes down and away, and he gets Clough to chase. There is out number 2.
Diamond Credit Union. The right fielder number 44, Justin Connell.
Here's Justin Connell. 2 walks and a base hit for Connell today, batting .286. And Carr will now go up against a righty. Connell played 98 games last season with Wilmington, batted .293, so this is his first season in AA. Connell born in Barcelona, Spain. And the 3-0 is ball 4 in the dirt, so on 4 pitches, Connell gets his 3rd free pass of the day as he jogs down to first. There's 2 outs and a runner on here for Jacob Rhinesmith. Swing and a miss for Rhinesmith, strike 1. Let's check in on the Phillies real quick. They're still leading 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. Gibson has kept the Rockies hitless as Carr comes inside for ball 1. In Lehigh Valley, they are leading 6-1 over Rochester. Roman Quinn had a big double. And Jersey Shore trailing by 1 run in the bottom of the 8th. Clearwater able to walk off the game in the bottom of the 9th. Dave Freitas singled on a line drive to score. And that was a big moment for the Threshers, our low A affiliate, as Rhinesmith has a 2-2 count. Connell on first. 2 outs here, infield, outfield, back deep to the lefty batter. Just below the knees for ball 3. Carr 1 strike away from getting out of this. Runner going. Here's the pitch. Popped up left side. It's going to come into the stands. Can't be more than 50 people sitting out there, and it happens to fall into the 2 seats someone are in. And so with a full count, we'll do it again. Fans, thanks so much for listening near and far, whether you're joining me on Minor League Baseball TV, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Appreciate you having here. Slow roller. Carr picks it up, bare hands, lets it slide through his legs. And that is going to go in as a base hit. I think it would have been a tough play for Tyler Carr either way. And so 2 on, 2 out here for Jackson Flores, the number 9 hitter. Flores has had 3 flyouts in this game. As the righty sets up, kicks and fires, there's strike 1. Way outside. What a slide from a Hoppy. Keep that from going to the backstop. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Back to the top of the order goes the Senators after Flores here. Carr gets the sign from Ohapi. Sets up, glove at the chest, kicks and fires. Ground ball, shortstop. Guzman goes for the easy out at second, and he gets him. So that will end the inning. Another clean frame for the Fightin' Phils as Carr gets out of a jam. To the bottom half we go here, down by 9 in the 8th.
Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they have been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Now batting for the Fightin' Phils, the designated hitter, number 16, Vito Grisha.
Reading down by 9 here, bottom of the 8th inning, as Gerardo Carrillo is called from the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Carrillo, one of the top pitchers for the Senators, features a slider that can hit 88 as he gets a first pitch strike to the designated hitter, Vito Friscia. Friscia reached once on a walk, once on an error. Takes strike 2. Both sides of the bullpen trying to just stay as warm as they can here. We've said it all night long, but they're still jumping around out there. Vito checks his swing, and he goes around. There's strike 3, and one away quickly here.
Number 4, Jonathan Guzman.
As Jonathan Guzman steps up. Carrillo on the 40-man roster out of Guadalajara, Mexico. He's just 23 years old, one of the younger players in the AA system. Guzman able to get on the end of his bat and foul it off. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Carrillo, a part of a trade with the Dodgers system last July, where the Washington Nationals traded Max Scherzer and Trey Turner for Kybert Ruiz, Josiah Gray, Gerardo Carrillo, and Donovan Casey. So lots of prospects for 2 big-name guys that sent Max Scherzer and Trey Turner over as Guzman checks his swing, and he does not go around. So this guy on the mound was one of 4 prospects traded for Max Scherzer and Trey Turner from the Dodgers, which I can't imagine being that guy. I mean, those were 2 Nats-heavy players. Got their ring, and now down to Los Angeles. But Carrillo has been everything the National system has hoped. Pretty dominant on the mound as he issues ball 4 to Guzman.
The second baseman, number 3, Kevin Vacunia.
Here's Kevin Vacunia with a runner on and 1 away. And he lines this into the gap in the outfield. Coming around is Guzman to third. Sean Williams waving him home. And a run-scoring double for Kevin Vacunia for his 3rd hit of the day makes this game 11-3.
The left fielder, number 49.
Here's Hunter Marquardt with a runner in scoring position. And just 1 out on the board. Righty on lefty matchup here with Carrillo. Comes inside, gets away from the catcher. He just let it roll as Vacunia gets himself to third. And finally, he runs after it. That's a wild pitch. And Redding has a runner 90 feet from the plate. Glove at the chest. Carrillo gets the sign from his catcher, Gushu. Kevin Vacunia ready to come home if he can as Marquardt fouls one back, 1-1. Here's the 1-1, becomes a 1-2 with a foul ball in the stands to Marquardt. Redding putting 1 run on in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, and so far 1 here in the 8th as they try to chip away at Harrisburg's lead. And Marquardt foul tips it into the glove of Gushu for a strikeout. So back to the top of the order we go. With a runner on 3rd and 2 outs, here's Wendell Rijo. Rijo unlucky at the plate today, grounded into a double play, didn't realize a drop 3rd strike and wasn't able to get to first in time, but he's definitely a clutch hitter and he's been amazing for the Fightin so far. And I really like him in the leadoff spot, even if it's not quite connecting today. Vacunia still out on 3rd. Ground ball deep in the hole at 3rd across the diamond. And that'll do it. Redding does plate a run on Vacunia's double, so it is 11-3, and on to the 9th we go here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Turns to double play this season, Univest will make a $25 donation to the Opportunity House. So double plays pays, thanks to Univest. We thank Univest for sponsoring Double Plays Pays. Now batting for the Senators is center fielder number 28, Rudy Martin.
Here's Rudy Martin to start us off in the top of the ninth. Each team has 3 outs left to go in this ball game. Harrisburg has a substantial 11-3 lead. Martin is 0 for 5 today. And Tyler Carr back out for another inning of work here in his debut for the season. Wind has died down a little bit, as tonight's official attendance 2,009. The righty kicks and fires 92 past Martin, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 just misses below the knees. Tyler Carr, 30 pitches here. Did see some time here in Double-A last year. Nick Matera hit a 2-run home run for Jersey Shore. They were down by 1 in the bottom of the 8th, so very exciting for Matera, who we've seen in Reading before. A ground ball that gets up the middle for Martin, and he gets his first hit of the day in the 9th and his 6th at-bat of the game. And here is Jake Alou with a runner on and nobody out. Alou 2 for 4 today, takes a first pitch ball off of Carr. Nobody warming on either side, so Tyler Carr going to try to finish it out here. Sharp ground ball, this could be 2, 4, 6, 3, and they get him with a sharp throw from Guzman. Huge double play, get 2 outs on 1 pitch there for Carr. Races the runner on the base paths, and here's Mitch Longo with 2 outs. Foul back behind home plate. Longo, the designated hitter for Harrisburg, takes ball number 1. 1-1 the count here as Tyler Carr tries to sit down the Senators in order here. Fly ball out to right. Ortiz tracking back. The wind is carrying it over the fence. A solo shot for Longo here in the top of the ninth with 2 outs to make it 12-3. That's his first of the season as he points to the sky crossing the plate. Still 2 outs on the board here for Tyler Carr as Taylor Gushu steps into the lefty batter's box. Good day for lefties here in Reading. Taylor has been absolutely on fire. He's got 2 doubles, a home run, 3 RBIs, and a walk. Took a ball deep to right also. That was a fly out. Here's the 2-0. It's now 3-0. And Carr gets a strike on the bottom part of the zone. Tomorrow's game begins at 6:45 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. It'll be the righty Noah Skiro for Reading against the righty Ronald Herrera. Ground ball backhanded by Vicuña over to first. What a play by the second baseman who's been struggling a little bit defensively today. But he puts on a show to get us out of the ninth. And on to the bottom half we go. Reading needs some runs.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Bottom of the ninth inning, Logan O'Hoppe is going to lead us off here. Reading down 12-3. As Harrisburg scored early and often and did not let up against the Fightins. This is the 3rd time O'Hoppe has led off this game. Even though he's the second batter, he's hit by a pitch, and so Reading will start this inning with a runner on. Here's Jalen Ortiz. First pitch upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Ortiz looks focused here as he swings his bat, getting into the righty batter's box. Carrillo gets a called strike on the outside. O'Hoppe stolen a base before today. He looks like he's heading or wants to head towards second as he takes a good lead. Nobody holding him on. Ortiz checks his swing. Doesn't matter. It's called strike 2. Carrillo, 20 pitches as Ortiz pops this up. Ripping off his mask is Gushu, but it ends up in the first row of seats on the other side of the net. Tried his best, but you can't reach through that mesh. As the umpire hands his face mask. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Ortiz. O'Hoppe takes a lead off first. Again, nobody holding him on here. No outs in the bottom of the 9th. Ortiz takes a pitch in the dirt. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. Carrillo has a nice bright orange mitt that stands out against his red jersey. Here's the 2-2 to Ortiz. Ground ball left side. It gets in the hole, and the inning keeps on moving here for Reading as O'Hoppe shifts to second. 2 on, nobody out here for Josh Akami.
Tonight's Sheets RBI guy, the first baseman, number 35, Josh Akami.
Akami 1 for 4 today, but a lefty bat has the wind in his favor once again. I know that he is due for it. He is, and it's going to happen. Whether it's this at-bat or it's sometime in this series, he will unleash on a ball. 15 home runs last season as he takes the first pitch ball. A 9-run lead for the Senators as he rips one foul. Looking back at second is Carrillo. Now he comes home. Ground ball to the first baseman. He's just going to step on the bag and let the runners advance to second and third respectively. So Akami shifts him over. And here is Madison Stokes with 2 in scoring position and just 1 out on the board. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Stokes was hit by a pitch back in the second, 0 for 3 since then. The Phillies have added another run on a Matt Vierling RBI single to score Alec Boehm. And so they take a 2-0 lead over the one-hit Rockies right now. O'Hoppe on third, Ortiz on second. Here's the 1-1. Fouled back, 1 and 2. Carrillo looks for the sign from Gushu. Now comes set at the waist. Here's the 1 and 2. And it's just inside. Good take by Stokes. 2 on, 1 out. Stokes rips this up the third baseline, and it's fair. Ohapi can't go anywhere because Alou was within a step of third. And a good throw over to first retires Madison Stokes. So there's 2 outs and still 2 on here for Vito Freesia. Redding has 1 more out here in the bottom of the 9th. Interesting that Harrisburg is warming somebody when they are ahead by 9 runs and have 1 out to go in this ball game. Time is called here by Freesia as he steps into the righty batter's box. Carrillo took his time to get onto the mound, and so he'll take a pitch violation, an automatic ball here to Vito Freesia. So instead of 1, he has 2. And now he sends a strike on the outside corner. So with runners on, he has 18 seconds to begin his motion towards home. Not just set up as it was before, but begin his motion, and he didn't do that. So the home plate umpire, Kelvis Velez, called a violation as he sends ball 3 into Vito Freesia. Carrillo's got first open. Setting up, glove at the waist. Carrillo to Freesia. He sends this out to right center. Tracking back is Connell. It bounces off the wall. Ohapi scores. Ortiz scores. A 2-run double out of Freesia. Makes it 12-5 here, and it ain't over till it's over.
With shortstop number 4.
That's Freesia's first hit since opening night, and they've both been doubles, so he's got the power, just got to connect. And here's Jonathan Guzman to keep the line moving with 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. And even if this doesn't mean a victory from Reading tonight, they can keep the momentum moving from the way this game finished. They don't have to feel a big loss the way they might feel if they end it in this fashion, as Guzman fouls it off himself for strike number 2, and Reading is down to their final strike here. Freesia on second, 2 outs on the board here for Jonathan Guzman. Carrillo, the 0-2, popped foul, will go again. Freesia takes the lead. Nobody's holding him on. The 0-2 once more. Hits foul. We'll do it again. Kevin Vicuña in the on-deck circle. He's had a nice 3-hit game. Appreciate all you listening here to the bitter end in this long contest for the Fightin' Phils. We are home all week. So join me, Emily Messina, on the air. 6:45 start tomorrow against the Nationals affiliate, the Harrisburg Senators. Noah Skiro versus Ronald Herrera. Carrillo steps up, the 0-2. Ground ball left side. Clough on to first, and that will do it. Out number 3 in the 9th. Reading puts 2 on the board, and they fall 12-5 to the Senators. They do end up getting 10 hits to the Senators' 13. They make 2 errors in the field to Harrisburg's 1. Obviously, a tough loss here in the first game back to America's Classic Ballpark. It was cold. It was windy. It didn't go down the way everyone would like. But I think the end of that ball game The bullpen shows the perseverance of the Fightins. They have it in them. They have that potential, and I think they can ride this momentum into tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit warmer. There'll be a little bit bigger crowd, and I look forward to all of you joining me here on the broadcast. Emily Messina bringing you today and tomorrow's contest for the rest of the season. The Reading Fightin' Phils fall to the Senators 12